Today I'm making fried puff pastry with a cookies and cream filling. First I'm going to do some prep work. I'm going to make the glaze, so in a bowl I have 2 cups of powdered sugar. Next I'm going to add a half a cup of heavy cream and mix that up until it's combined, and then set this to the side for later. I'm going to crush up 15 Oreos and add that to a bowl. Next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter and mix that up until it's combined. Next I have 1 sheet of puff pastry on a cutting board. I'm going to cut it into 16 pieces. Next I have a piece of puff pastry. I'm going to add a scoop of the Oreo mixture and then fold over one side of the puff pastry and use a fork to seal the edges. Then I'm just going to continue doing that with the rest of the puff pastry. I have a fry pan with some vegetable oil in it heating up on medium heat. I'm going to add the puff pastry into the pan and let it cook for a few minutes. After a minute or two, I'm flipping over the puff pastry and let it cook on the other side. Now that the puff pastry is done, I'm going to add it to a baking sheet lined with paper towels, and then I'm going to put more puff pastry into the frying pan. While the other puff pastries are frying, the ones I just took out, I'm going to dip each one in the glaze and then put it on this wired rack to set up, and then continue doing it with the rest of the puff pastries. Once all the puff pastry was fried and glazed, I let them set up for 30 minutes, and here's an up close look.